The Chieftain Mk. What is this, a $1,000 tank on PC? Holy moly. Here on console, however, it is just a normal tech tree tank that you can get after the Conqueror, along with the FV215B and the Super Conqueror. Interestingly enough, though, the tanks are the same. The Chieftain on PC is the same to the Chieftain on console. So it's quite interesting. Actually, I think there's some minor differences. I think our version got buffed to 2300 health. I think yours is still 2200 if you're coming from PC to see the Chieftain. But the gun is the same. Absolutely crazy gun on this thing. 120mm cannon with 270 standard APCR shells. Holy moly. Then you have these HESH shells, 140 penetration, 550 alpha damage. Well, we've got some premium APCR loaded for this E100. 2 E100s to fight. Your turret is good, but it's actually very defeatable. All you need is some high pen and to hit it in the right spot. There's a lot of places on the turret which it'll bounce, a lot of places on the turret which it'll pen. That's just the case of the Chieftain Mk. Now let's digress a little bit. Some updates going on. We have wrapped up the stream, the big fundraiser. I'm keeping the GoFundMe open until Saturday. So a couple more days to donate if you want to. But for Vidal and his move away, well, actually, a move closer to the hospital is what we're going for. We raised $1,200, just shy of $1,200, but I'm bumping it up to $1,200. We'll be sending that to him on Saturday. If anyone else wants to donate to that, you can go right ahead. The link will be in the description below. If you missed the stream and you want to throw over a few bucks, then you're more than welcome to. Otherwise, yeah, $1,200 raised for Vidal. So thank you guys so much for the help there. He's very appreciative. You guys blew him away. You blew him away. You blew me away. You guys have come through for me. You've come through for my mother. Now you've come through for Vidal, and it's been very, very, very cool. But look at this gun cook. Look at it go. Look at it go. Speaking of cooking, I'm about to have a video about tanks that get set on fire, and as I was working on this video, my car got set on fire. Those protesters. No, I'm just kidding. It was it just happened. My wife and I and baby were parked, started the car, kaboom, lit right up like a Christmas tree. We got out, we're okay, but the car is gone. It doesn't exist. It is a heap of it's a burned carcass. It's very sad to see. So you might see an influx of videos because that car was my job. I did Lyft and Uber, which was very nice. But now I don't have it, so we're going to be doing some YouTube while we try to get back on our feet, try to get a car going, try to get the insurance going. And our insurance company will likely be suing them for us, which is very, very nice, because there's some trauma there, of course, with a cabin filling up with smoke while you're struggling to try to free your child from its car seat. That's fun. And the fact that it seems to be just some random manufacturing issue. We started the car and whatever happened, that ignition caused some kind of fire. So yeah, that's a little bit strange. But yeah, I'll have a little GoFundMe listed there as well if anyone wants to donate to help that as well. You don't have to. That's something that I've kind of mostly put toward my family and friends, so you don't have to worry about that one. But I'll have it there as well, just in case anybody wants to. But no obligation. I'm not going to host a stream about it or anything like that, because you guys have been too generous these last this last week, so don't worry about that. And back to the Chief. 6 seconds reload. We've got this thing too, without food activated. Absolutely crazy DPM that you're cooking out of this thing. Almost 4,000. Actually, I think it is 4,000 damage per minute. And we got 6 seconds reload. 400 alpha damage. So 6 times 10. Or yeah, because 10 rounds a minute. So that would be 10. 10 times 400 is 4,000, so a nice 4,000 even damage out of this thing. Absolutely crazy. We put a HESH shell in the back of the Arty, and then we tried again, and we did not full pen. But 8,121 damage in what was this, 5 minutes? Well, we will see in the post-game results here. All close combat. We were fighting E100s. We were fighting super heavies. Very good at cooking super heavies in the Chieftain. That's for sure. 4 minutes, 24 seconds, 8,000 damage. Ooh, this gun can absolutely sing if it's if you find yourself in the right position. But now, how about a bit of a longer, more methodical match? Something not so fast-paced. Something that's still high damage, higher in fact, but it requires some skill and some finesse. Procarovka without any artillery. Lots of FV225s. If you're coming here from PC, which I know some of you will be, simply because it's a Chieftain replay, and you guys spent $1,000 for one of these, and many of you have not spent $1,000 for one of these, so many of you, most of you, do not have one, so you're looking them up. Yep, and so that is what has brought you here. That FV225 is a British heavy tank with two guns. Works slightly different than the Russian guns. You both have to be loaded for you to fire. So it's quite interesting. But yeah, it had just come out, so that's why there's so many of them. And we're playing in our Chieftain to shoot them all in the face. Bad shot there. We pulled back at the same time as we fired, and here comes one of them. He fires one into us. We're going to put one into his drive wheel, and he's probably going to try to shoot us again, but now our lower plate is kind of hidden, so I'm hoping he can't shoot us here. We're under him. We track him again, and he gets finished off. Does nothing. We get 2,200 damage combined with the tracking. With the tracking we have. Baby's yelling at me. Like, you're doing a commentary, I can commentate too. She can finally breathe again after all the smoke. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to sob story. She was fine. I was just kidding. That's not what happened. She was fine. We got her up quick. Bounce a shell there and put one in. Return to someone else. These things. Put a shell straight through. So there's no armor there at the time of this recording, as you could go straight through the mantlet. And that's what we did. We just shot him straight through. You can go through with HE. You can go through with tier 3s and tier 2s and even tier 1s. You can go through that armor plate. They have fixed that. It's not the case anymore. So yeah, don't go trying that if you're on console. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. But we've got a bit of damage blocked and a bit of damage dealt. That EBR was going forwards, changed his mind and put it into reverse. Totally killed his momentum and allowed us to shoot him very easily. 2,400 damage done, 1,900 assist damage. We're gonna go to the other side now, see if we can find some shots. A lot of ammo on this tank. Well, we had 49 APCR shells and 15 hash. That's crazy. So we're talking 64 shells. 64 shells. That is a huge potential of damage. That's for sure. No shot on this FE215B. I really like the FE215B these days. Side armor buff, just had a video on it yesterday. There's the FV again. No shot. And Avery, hate the Avery. Love to shoot the Avery. We're gonna try to shoot him again here, but here comes an Emil. May as well take the free damage. No, we shoot him in the upper plate there. Bad shot. Should have aimed a little bit lower. He's trying to find a shot. Unless he tracks us, he's dead. Oh, he got Avery'd. That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah. He saw the clone guy and was like, must kill. We're not even gonna bother putting another shell into the tanks on the hill. We're just gonna change location. The FE215B goes down anyway. No problem whatsoever. T58 Heavy does it. All these tanks on here that aren't on PC, you guys are not missing out. Trust me, you are not missing out. Your MBT is crazy, and I wish we had an MBT like that. 225 kills 225. EBR, hello sir. No shot. The other light tank, by the way, is Burns is Fire, my fearless leader, the Zeke and Darkside leader. And he's in the AMAX 13105. Don't know where he is. But I'm like, well, he's a good player, so I'm definitely concerned about where he might be hiding. He could be hiding up in that super bush up there, except that I'm not getting spotted, which means he's not. But that's a free shot. Thank you, sir. 390 damage. Insane shell velocity of 1474, something close to that. Absolutely crazy. So we get to put a free shell in. Putting our gun up to try to block our cupola because I don't know who's got a shot on me. Oh boy, we've got plenty of ammo to shoot through this house, but if he's just gonna come out like that, then why not just put it in? Now he's gonna back up. He's like, wait a minute, maybe I don't want to be there. Keep backing up, buddy. You're safe, I promise. There's the tank story. E4. That should go straight through my turret. He bounces off. Luckily, it might not have been him actually. Yeah, somebody smaller hit us. Maybe someone with 320 alpha damage hit us. The E4 never had a chance to get the shell out. If he did, he probably would have gone through. 375 premium pen on that thing. They're typically firing that. That is just gonna cheese through the Chieftain turret. It is not at all like the FV. What is the Chieftain T95? There it is. That tank is pretty crazy. The turret anyway. Not so much the gun. This gun blows it away. If you put this gun on the premium Chieftain, holy moly. We're talking about a new beast. New kind of beast. 4,000 damage, 2,700 assist damage, and we're nowhere near done. The game is not too close. We are up quite a bit on hit points, but it is Procarovka. It is a stalemate. The team that pushes into the tank destroyers first loses. That's basically how it is. When the tank destroyers are allowed to set up, you will lose. You will lose. Can we put a second one in? Yes, we can. Put 2 into the Avery, which is very nice. We've done 1,200 to him, though all it takes is 1 shot, and he will have done 1,400 to us. So again, we're going to leave. There is Burns. Light tank spotted. 4,700 damage so far. We're not done. We have more people to shoot. There's the FV again. He's still alive and still in that position behind that house. Maybe it is time we start blasting the house away. I don't know, but I'm made a big mistake here. I meant to cross further on the right. I did not. Big mistake. There's the ammo rack. There's the double track. 50 seconds we're going to be ammo racked for. Can we get out of here? Heat shell goes into our side. Does not do any damage because it was heat. And yeah, I meant to go over further on the right, or closer to my left. And that was a big misplay. I was too busy zeroed in on this FE225. Oof. No good. The scores are a bit closer now. Not to worry. Where can I go through? There we go. Straight through that weak spot. That's not a weak spot anymore. I wouldn't be able to do that. Stick my gun up to block the cupola. No return shot. That's okay. That's good. That's good. We got punished for our mistake. Can I put it through this last shell? I'm not going to go for it. Not worth the risk. Don't need somebody aiming at my turret. Don't need someone aiming at my big, soft cupola. One that Hesh can go through. I can pen my own turret with my HE shells. My own cupola. Do some absolutely crazy damage. Our team is down to 35% health. There was a 20% health deficit on the enemy team. Now it has changed. Put a shell there. I didn't think I would go in, but I could only see his silhouette, so I was wondering if maybe he's facing backwards. Who knows? And that wasn't his side. It was his side. Couldn't go through. Never were going to be able to go through that. Maybe we could finish him off with a couple Hesh shells into the side, but it might be easier if I'm going to be firing Hesh anyway to may as well just shoot the building away and then shoot him. But if I do that, I won't get the kill, and we got to be greedy. There's the EBR. Put the shell in because Chieftain is magical. Almost 6,000 damage done. And we lose another tank. Their light tank. Both of them are still alive. One of them is still full health. Very tricky situation. We spot this guy. If we can get him out of the game, we're going to be in a good spot. The issue is we're now clippable for that light tank. There he is. He turns. We're unable to hit him. And he gets away. Or will he? Will we have the opportunity to shoot him here? Not worth it. E4 is still back there. Don't want to risk that. There's a Jaeger somewhere as well. Have not yet seen him. Could be back there. Jaeger just fired. Killed someone. So it looks like he might be on the rails, because that's where my friend was. Well, his friend was cresting the middle, and I didn't see the shot fired from the one line. And that's something you got to pay attention to. Like, where was your friend when he died? Where would he have had shots? If he would have had shots directly where I'm looking, but because there was no shot fired from this area, he must have been elsewhere. There's our leader. Put it in. 390 damage roll. And he's getting away. He's getting some assists too. As the E4 does put some shells in. And I'm gonna make the play now. Go for it. Bad shot there. He dipped down. We shot over his head. Definitely could have aimed a second longer and we would have seen the change in altitude. Ah, E4. Hello, sir. He goes down real quick. Waffle. Finishes him off. And there's the EBR. Oh, we snap him again. Nothing to it. Little tiny shell bounces off of our tank. Pretty sure that was the light tank. Could have been. 5.6 seconds reload with food activated. Absolutely crazy. We're cooking our DPM right now at almost 4,400 damage per minute with food activated. But our rear has fallen. Our hill has gone down despite winning the hill, because our team decided to, after winning the hill, push up over the hill instead of around the hill, and they got lit up by the Waffle and Jaeger on the tracks and died. Once you win the hill, go below the hill and go around the hill if there are tanks that are on the railroad, which there were, and the team is murdered for it. But it's not too much of a problem. Oh, the game is tied health-wise. 17% health, 17% health. We do have 2 extra guns on our team. I am covering the rear. I'm making sure nothing comes up behind, because that is how we will lose if a medium tank decides to start wreaking havoc from this end and shooting us in the booty. Can't have that. There is the Jaeger, spotted on the railroads finally. He's the reason the team lost the hill. And my team is pushing into him. But we're going around this way, making sure no medium. There is no medium. He's over there. All right, well, what about the light tank? Where is the light tank? If he's not here, then maybe he's on the hill. There he is. He's not on the hill. Fire the shell off. We miss. We do not have vertical stabilizer on this tank. By the way, if you see the gun handling on this, this is without vertical stabilizer. I am gun rammer, coated optics, and speed equipment is what I am running. And this gun handling is a dream already. With vertical stabilizer, though, that would have hit, because you don't miss much. And so to miss that by a hair means we would have hit. Oh, he squares up to us. We put the shell in for 18. He's running away. He could turn around and kill us, but he's not going to. I think we're going to go after him. But we want to take this hill and shoot the Jaeger from up high. 7,700 damage done, 27 assist. There he is. I realize he puts his gun in the air, and so I salute back. And I go, you know what? I'm going to save you for later, sir. He knows he's dead, so we're going to be merciful. The issue with keeping him alive, though, is the fact that now I'm going to be spotted for the Jaeger. And I know that, and the Jaeger has more than enough penetration to go through us. Oh, he's dead. Waffle finishes him off, and now we're going to find this Jaeger. If you, like, I'm looking at him, I'm waiting for him. Like, the scumbag, you know, if he just turns and kills me. But I will kill you. Just hold on. Hold on to the pain you're feeling. I will make it last. There's the Jaeger. Lo and behold, he is looking our way. Put the shell into his cheek. We miss. We hit him in the mantlet, I think, there. And we bounce off. Get some assist there. Lower plate's going to be a tough shot. It does bounce off. Not enough penetration. So now I'm going to go for a side. He's angled basically perfectly. And we bounce off again. And it's like, wow. He could not be in a better position for us to actually bounce off. But there we go. Now he's given us a better superstructure shot. We put it in. And can we finish him off here? Yes, we can. That was a similar angle to before, but this time it went in. And last but not least is you, my fearless leader. Boom. And he's dead. 89, 75 damage, 3,200 assist, 1,900 damage blocked. The only damage we took was that mistake we made early on where I went over the wrong spot. Otherwise, we could have actually ended this game full health. No matter, 1,970 experience, base XP. We lost some money because we were spamming the gold. Oopsies. But we are now up to almost 96% in our damage standing as we quest for gold marks on our Chieftain Mark 6. For those of you from PC wondering what gold marks are, it's basically 4 marks of excellence. When you reach 100%, your marks turn gold. 3 marks of excellence, foiled in pristine, shiny colors. That is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, slap that like button, comment, subscribe. Make sure you go check out Sod, Mad Haven, and Slapperfish Jr. Their links to their channel should be in the description below. And I will be seeing you all later. Thank you guys once again. Take care. And look at all these FPs down here. Wow. And peace